If you are over 60 and using a GLP-1 medicine for weight loss, such as semaglutide or tirzepatide, this message is for you. Many people judge success by one number, the scale. But after 60, the most important outcomes are different. Can you stand up from a chair easily? Can you climb stairs without stopping? Can you carry groceries? Can you avoid falls? That is health in real life. GLP-1 medicines can be life-changing for obesity and diabetes risk. They reduce appetite and help many people lose meaningful weight. But there is a predictable trade-off. When body weight goes down, not all of that loss is fat. In DXA sub-studies, people lost mostly fat, but they also lost lean mass. For example, in a tirzepatide DXA sub-study, about 3/4 of the weight loss was fat mass, and about 1/4 was lean mass. In a semaglutide DXA sub-study, lean mass also decreased alongside weight loss. For older adults, that matters because lean tissue, muscle, and bone are what keep you independent. Now, I want to be precise. Losing weight is not automatically bad after 60. For some older adults with obesity-related complications, weight reduction can improve symptoms and cardiometabolic risk. But it must be done safely because older bodies have less reserve and frailty risk is real. Here is the evidence-based way to think about this. Don't chase light, chase strong and steady. I'll give you a practical protection plan that is realistic for seniors, and I'll include the safety rules your family needs to know. Step 1. Safety first. Know the red flags. If you are using GLP-1 medicines and you develop any of the following, contact your clinician urgently. Severe or persistent vomiting, or you cannot keep fluids down. Signs of dehydration, like very dark urine, dizziness or fainting, severe abdominal pain. These medicines can cause significant gastrointestinal side effects, and dehydration can contribute to kidney injury, especially in older adults or those with kidney disease. Also, if you have chest pain, severe shortness of breath, or you faint, treat that as an emergency and seek urgent care immediately. And if you have diabetes and you use insulin or a sulfonylurea, discuss hypoglycemia risk with your prescriber when starting or escalating tirzepatide. Step 2. Protein, a range, not a slogan. Because appetite drops on GLP-1 medicines, some people unintentionally undereat protein. That can accelerate loss of lean tissue. In older adults, expert groups commonly recommend higher protein intake than the minimum for younger adults, often around 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kilogram per day, and sometimes higher during illness, rehabilitation, or structured training. But this is not one size fits all. If you have chronic kidney disease, especially advanced disease, or complex comorbidities, your target must be individualized with your clinician or a dietitian. Practical tip: aim to spread protein across meals because a single protein-heavy dinner is harder to tolerate on these medicines. Step 3. Strength and balance, the anti-frailty prescription. Global guidelines for adults 65 plus recommend muscle strengthening at least 2 days per week and balance-focused activity to reduce falls. This does not mean you need to lift heavy in a gym on day 1. If you are deconditioned, start with safe, simple movements. Sit to stand from a stable chair, wall push-ups, band rows, step-ups while holding a railing, balance practice near a countertop. If you are unsteady, have neuropathy, osteoporosis, severe arthritis, or recent surgery, get a physiotherapist's plan. That is not weakness, that is risk management. There is also a bone reason to exercise. In a randomized trial analysis, adding exercise to GLP-1 receptor agonist treatment helped preserve bone mineral density, while GLP-1 treatment without exercise showed bone density reductions. Step 4. Monitoring. Look beyond the scale. The scale can be useful, but it cannot tell fat from lean. If you have access, DXA can measure body composition and bone density. If not, use a simple function dashboard. Chair rise ability, walking speed and endurance, grip strength, waist circumference. Bioimpedance scales can help with trends, but they are noisy. Hydration changes and device differences can distort readings, especially if you have GI side effects. So never make decisions from a single BIA number. What about supplements? Some supplements have evidence in older adults, but none should be presented as a mandatory stack. Creatine, when combined with resistance training, can improve strength and lean outcomes in many older adults, but discuss it with your clinician if you have kidney disease or complex medications. HMB, meta-analyses suggest small benefits for muscle outcomes in older adults, but results vary, and it is not a substitute for training and adequate nutrition. Urolithin A, trials in older adults show safety and some endurance or biomarker signals, but evidence is not strong enough to call it a proven therapy for muscle mass or strength. A critical warning. Don't cycle your medication on your own. Some people suggest drug holidays. Be careful. We have strong evidence that stopping semaglutide is commonly followed by significant weight regain and loss of many cardiometabolic improvements. Obesity is chronic, and medication plans should be long-term and medically supervised. If side effects, frailty, or nutrition problems appear, the answer is not self-directed cycling. The safer path is coordinated care, prescriber plus dietitian plus an appropriate exercise plan. Here's the bottom line. If you are over 60 and using a GLP-1 medicine, prioritize hydration and recognize red flags early. Keep protein adequate within a safe, individualized range. Do strength and balance work at least twice per week, adapted to your risk profile. Measure success by function, not only kilograms. If you want, bring this checklist to your next appointment and ask one question. How are we monitoring my muscle, my bones, and my safety while I'm losing weight? Train safely, eat purposefully, monitor function, and make every decision with your clinician, not with fear.